Oh, okay. So I've already started it now. So
Sweet.
Oh, cool.
But
Ah.
that's now I'm ready to start recording.
I
So
know. We've already skipped all the antics.
yeah, we already picked all the antics and stuff.
You guys
so.
didn't get to see. No, they didn't get to see you being
Oh,
dad in your kitchen.
Go, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
making bottles and everything.
And at first we thought, me and Doug. Doug was like, "Is Austin making his milkshake again?" And that's what we both kind of thought you were doing. And then at one point, I'm like, "No, I think he's making a bottle over there."
Yeah. Yeah, she's she's past 4 months, so she's just kind of like, before she was like on routine, feed. Hour and a half later, she takes a nap, wakes up 3 hours, feed, and it was very predictable. Now, for whatever, like, she hit this growth spurt, and now it's like completely unpredictable. It's like, oh my god.
Babies decide to change their routine as soon as you get used to the routine that they changed.
Yeah.
From 2 weeks ago.
Well, I'm really hoping, because right now she's a miracle baby and sleeps. She's been like almost more than a month now where she sleeps through the night.
You motherfucker.
Like,
Damn.
She'll go to bed now and she'll sleep until about 8 in the morning.
What?
Yeah. Okay, like every now and then, maybe like once or twice a week. Actually, no, I think the last week I haven't done it. The week before, I think there was like one night where I had to wake up at like 2 in the morning because she decided she wanted to wake up. But it was like, feed her like 3 ounces of milk or formula, and she's right back out again.
I had to go downstairs the other night and sleep on the couch because the baby wanted to play. So I put her down to play in the room with the gate that she can't get out, and I fell asleep on the couch. And she played for 2 hours. And so at 4 in the morning, she came and woke me up because she was tired. So then she climbed up on the couch and fell asleep. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
That's what I'm not looking forward to, is when she's able to like crawl and move around and stuff. And
yeah.
Because she's what, a year now?
Yeah, 14 months now, yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
So that's what I'm not looking forward to, is when she's able to like communicate and tell me what she needs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to wake up at 3 in the morning and just be up till whatever. All right.
I'm the way everyone talks about kids, I'm like, I value my sleep a lot, so I'm gonna be very cranky for like 2 years.
Yes, I will say that I would never do it differently, but yeah, it's not. Sleep is not a thing that you get.
Like right now, I'm very fortunate that I'm able to sleep through most of the night, but I'm always the one on monitor duty. So like every noise she makes, I'm like, it's one of those things like, and then you listen for a little bit,
funny.
And then go back to sleep.
Yeah. The other night she made a noise, and she, like, usually if she wakes up and starts to cry, she's awake. So I get up, she's making noise, she's stirring, and so I get up to go get her, and she just stops.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I just stood at my bedroom door for like at least 2 minutes just to make sure. I laid back down, and it wasn't until 2:30 that she woke up.
So, Brian, I'm pretty sure you've met Marvin. Austin, I don't think you have. Or have you? I don't know. No. Anyway, so my buddy Marvin has had their second kid a while ago. I don't remember how old she is. Anyway, so he's got 2 baby monitors now. One for the child who just broke her collarbone. They were like playing on the swings, and she decided to run behind a kid who was on the back swing, or like the back. Yeah. So
that'll do it.
Oh, it was straight up like they showed me the X-ray, and it was like that was her collarbone.
That sucks.
And apparently the osteo, or what are they called?
Orthopedic.
Ortho. The ortho said didn't need anything, just needed the right brace.
Sweet.
I was like, kids are made of. But so now they've got 2, because she was at the point she was sleeping all night. So they have 2 baby monitors now. One for the newborn, well, new-ish born. I think she's like 4 or 5 months. And then one for the child with the broken clavicle. And So we were playing games last night, and all I hear him say, like, he stops everything. He's like, "Please don't wake up! Please don't wake up! Please don't wake up! Please don't wake up!" I was like, "Everything all right?" And he's like, "I see both of them moving in their beds, and I'm so terrified." And sure enough, both of them at the same time. Like, one sat bolt upright, and as soon as she didn't make any noise. The other one started crying, and he's like, "Damn it! Now I gotta go take care of both of them." All right, guys, good night.
Yeah, that sucks.
Like, I don't want that.
I apparently didn't know that going down the slide with your child is like very, very dangerous.
It is?
I think it was, I may be wrong on this. I want to say it was Richard's nieces, so Alice. Mm-hmm. I guess someone went down a slide with her, but you know how kids are. They put their feet down. So what happened was the parent was sliding, but the kid put their feet on the slide with the rubber shoes.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
and ended up breaking her leg.
Oof.
So,
ow.
And it was his niece, and because I remember Richard telling me, that was born. Anyways, they went to the ER, and maybe it's a different story, but he was really drunk and hungover. I don't know if it was that or when the baby was born. That's a different story too. I think the baby was, but one of the girls was born the evening of a big beer festival. So both Dad and Richard were like totally trashed from this beer festival.
No,
that's funny.
And the mom went into labor.
That's got to be like the worst call.
Yeah,
honey, I'm going into labor.
No, you are not.
About that, I can't drive. Why not? All right. Let's get it started. Who wants to open?
I'll go open. I'll open. I haven't done
it. I think Austin hasn't done it in a little bit.
All right. I am recording. We should be good.
Test.
Good. You're good.
All right. And welcome everybody to the DrinkNThink Trivia Podcast. I am your host, one of your hosts, Austin, along with my good buddy Brian.
Hey everybody.
And Doug joining us today.
What's up?
Hello. We are here once again with another episode of Trivia where we try and stump each other. I believe.
Let's be real. Stumping each other is not the thing here. Just to show we're not completely stupid.
My goal is to get one right.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be shut out.
I'm just glad I wasn't ending the game with 1 point anymore. I'm getting at least 2 now. And we're also talking about some drinks. We're recording this on St. Patrick's Day. I was going to go out and get some Guinness, but decided against it because I have some Knob Creek 12-year. Knob Creek 12-year, which is really, really good.
Is that the rye? Knob Creek makes a rye. Is it the rye?
No, I don't think this is the rye. No, that's a separate one. Yeah, this is a small batch. I actually looked this up online, and it has really good reviews because it's really good, very smooth. My wife gets a little citrus. I don't taste the citrus.
Wait, is that which Knob Creek is that?
Knob Creek 12-year.
12. I think that's what you were drinking.
Yeah, that's
a little while ago.
Oh, there you go. Hey, twinsies. I actually have
a lot less, Austin.
I actually have 4 more bottles because I guess it's kind of hard to get. So
wow, look at you.
Well, they're from my father-in-law, who's a big bourbon head. So he can't find them anywhere. He lives down in Charlottesville, and he can't find them anywhere. But he got him here.
You can only find 3, and then we'll split a bottle.
Well, he gets that many also, so he has 1 or 2 for trade because he's in a lot of bourbon groups that do a lot of trading.
Good idea.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, that's my review. I'm not I like bourbon. I'm not an aficionado. I do like my bourbon either with ice cube or just a splash of water because I like the flavor a little better. When it's a little bit splash of water in there. I think we talked about it on one of our previous episodes, what the water does. To me, it just brings out more flavor.
Yeah. It does.
Mm-hmm. So, and I have
frankly, I like an ice cube because I like it to be cold.
Yeah. I haven't had it with an ice cube yet. I usually just do like a small like teaspoon of water in it.
If you, we should all the three of us go to Jack Rose one time.
Ooh, sounds delicious.
They'll give you like I feel weird doing it, but it just literally just a dropper. It's like a little medicine dropper. It's just water that you could drop in your drink. But like I said, I always feel weird doing it. But
I'm sure there's just like beer. There's purists who are like, "What are you doing? You're ruining it." You know.
Honestly, it tasted better with the water. Like I felt like
honestly that you should be putting at a minute. Like I'm not going to argue with the people that are like, no, I don't want ice or I don't want mixers or whatever. But you should at least put a few drops of water in because you're not getting all of the flavor. But again, just drink it how you like it. Who gives a shit? If you like it mixed in orange juice, drink it in orange juice.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, there'll be people who'd be like, it must be nice to waste that stuff on orange juice, but
again, if that's how you like it, who cares?
Yeah.
Good.
I was gonna say, if you like tequila sunrises, like drink tequila sunrises. You don't need straight tequila.
Nice.
Oh, I can't drink tequila. I can't drink tequila straight. It has to be a margarita or a mixed drink of some sort. I cannot.
I can't smell margarita. Or I can't smell tequila anymore.
It's so like my bachelor party. I had shots of tequila, and I threw them up. I wasn't drunk. It's just that bad.
Yep.
That's just my opinion.
Oh no, it goes immediately as soon as the tequila hits my tongue. It's like, oh, there's a gag reflex, and
I don't have a problem with tequila. I can't do Jaeger. Rum, I'm not too fond of.
Jaeger, I think, is more of a. I drank too much of it, at least in my opinion. Also, I don't like licorice.
I can't stand. I hate licorice so much. Like it tastes like if like cheese had an asshole. That's what it tastes like.
It's not something I ever thought I'd describe.
I'm the odd man out here. I don't like Jaeger, and that's definitely I drank too much in college of it. But I love licorice. Black licorice is like the best.
So you like cheesy asshole? Okay. No.
Yeah, it makes your poop green too if you eat enough of it.
Explains that soul patch Doug used to have.
Yeah, that was not a good look.
It's the title of this week's episode, Doug Soul Patch.
It wasn't even a soul patch. It was like the Shaggy, where I had like the soul patch and the scruff at the bottom of the chin too.
This right here, I don't know if you can see it on the cat. That's the most I can grow right there.
Look at you. All right.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So this is a little speck. I know. Looks like a mole on camera. And this is I haven't shaved in like 4 days, and this is like the most I can do right here.
Oh, it looks like you grizzly Adam.
I know. So what else? What are you guys drinking on this St. Patty's Day night?
So I'm drinking. I stopped by Beltway Brewing and I picked up Patriots 57. So our story, George Mason University, home of the Patriots, was founded in 1957. The university is dedicated to sustainability and social impact. One way Mason demonstrates its commitment to sustainability is through its Honey Bee Initiative. HBI supports research and education on bees and promotes sustainable business regionally and internationally. Patriots 57 Honey Beer is made using honey from George Mason hives, and sales of Patriot 57 support HBI. So it's a honey ale. It's 7.5%. I'll crack this open. Oh, that was beautiful.
It muted it. At least on my end, it muted it.
Yeah, I didn't hear it. I don't.
Damn.
Audacity might capture it.
Audacity might. We'll see. Yeah. But it you can definitely taste the honey. It gives it almost a not quite a triple Belgian taste, but very close to it. But definitely a heavier ale. The honey is definitely present, though. It is delicious. And it's got green on it too, because Mason is green and yellow. They didn't make the dance this year, did they?
I don't think so.
No, I think they only made it that one time when they got to the Final Four, and that's what they talk about
all the time. Oh yeah, that was. I went into.
They're like Uncle Rico.
Yeah, I went and got my COVID shot. My first shot I got at Eagle Bank Arena, and I texted a couple of people. I'm like, man, I totally forgot that George Mason went to the Final Four. Thank God it's posted on every pillar and every wall everywhere.
What was it, like 2005 or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, they're proud of it. They're proud they lost a game. Because that's what happened. They lost the game.
I went to was it last year?
2006.
Was it year
what
before last?
What happened? 2006. Oh, okay.
I went to a game. It was Mason and VCU, and I guess VCU is their rival. But I went with my son, and he was more interested in the band, and the band was
Mason's band is cool, dude.
It's cool,
awesome.
And it seems like it's not like an organized band. It's more like they put up flyers, like, "Hey, do you play an instrument? Come join the band." You know.
Yeah. To put
they all just happen to know the same song.
Yeah.
To put that in perspective, I went to go visit a buddy once up at Mason, and she was like, "Yeah, bring your saxophone." I was like, "Why the fuck would I do that?" Like, she's like, "You still have it, right?" This was like shortly after I graduated. I was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." It's like, also like, wear a yellow shirt. I was like, okay. And it was a game day I didn't know, and she's like, "Come on, we're gonna go play in pep band." Like, I don't know this music. I don't know your chants. I don't know your songs. And she's like, it's fine. Just figure it out as you go. And sure enough, I was playing in Green Machine for a game, and it was it was the most fun I've ever had playing in a pet band.
It seems like a garage band that just like, yeah, let's go and let's go to the games. You know,
big band insurance.
Yeah.
They take everything. Like,
oh yeah,
they have they had an electric harp player at one point. Like,
yeah, it's a really cool. The first time I was ever exposed to them was at graduation.
Nice.
And I was like, I was sitting. The guy I was sitting next to was a friend of mine, but he went to Mason as an undergrad, and he's like, "Oh yeah," he's telling me all about it, and I'm like, "That's pretty cool." And just listening to him, I'm like, "Man, that's a lot of fun."
Yeah, they jam out. Like when they play like any Rage Against the Machine, the entire band is headbanging to it. It's awesome.
I was getting into it. They played that, and I was like, dun, 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 dun. Hell yeah.
It's Doc Nix, the
that's who it is. That's who it is. Yeah,
guy in charge. Always dressed in nines, 3-piece suit, has a cane with a big old like. I assume it's plastic, because if it's not, someone call it Smithsonian. But he gets into it. He is all about the music. Like, he doesn't care if you have the love of music, like, you're good to go.
Yeah.
But so, and then the one thing he said to me is, so brothers.
Who are you?
Well, no. So after the game, I guess it's like the whole, or anyone who wants to go goes to this restaurant, and they always have like the back section reserved for Green Machine. So he's walking around like, "Hey, good job today, guys." Blah blah. Walks up to me, and so he's a brother of the fraternity I was a part of, or am a part of, however the fuck that works. And he was like, "Oh, so you're new?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm from Virginia Tech. I was a brother." Blah blah. He's like, well, this brand is a lot like herpes. Once you get it, you can't get rid of it. And I was like, "So did you just tell me I have herpes?" He's like, "Yep, pretty much. Come back whenever you want. You always have an invitation." And I was like,
"That's cool."
I was like, "Thanks, but also, okay."
I gotta go to CVS real quick.
Yeah. Let me go get my Valtrex real quick.
Yeah. 3 weeks later, Doug's like, "Man, I'm itching for an outbreak."
100% I would go back to play, though. I mean, I don't have an instrument, but it's so much fun. Anyway, that's Brian. What are you drinking?
Yeah,
I am actually drinking tonight.
Ooh.
I have. It's a.
You're not just saying it's bourbon while you're drinking tea, right?
No, look, I'm showing it to you this time.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Oh,
that's a secret behind the scenes of the podcast, guys. I rarely drink. And if I say I'm drinking Yingling, it's because I couldn't think of anything to feature.
Yeah, my tea looks like Yingling. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like, well, the one night I said I did bourbon.
Yeah.
And I was sitting here drinking iced tea. It was full It was a full 16-ounce glass of iced tea. Like, am I really drinking that much bourbon?
Brian's got some problems.
This is from Ale Works in Williamsburg.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Coffee House seasonal selection. It's apparently a milk stout brewed with Guatemala Antigua coffee. Honestly, it's delicious. I kind of held off on drinking it because I was just. It seems lately heavier beers just make me feel like shit. So I was kind of like holding off on drinking it, and I just kind of pulled this out of my fridge earlier and was like, I'm gonna give this a go, and it is not heavy. It really tastes like a coffee milkshake. I get hints of chocolate. The coffee's obviously there. It's very good, very good. 5.4%.
Ooh,
alcohol.
Nice, easy.
You lose.
Drinking.
I got 7.5, but then this is where Austin chimes in and says,
"Yeah, I've got 100 proof.
Yeah,
100 proof. 50%. Right? 50? Yeah, that's right.
Yep. 5x2.
Why do they do? What's the reason for that? We should look that up one day.
That could be a trivia question.
We should ask that as a question.
Yeah, we should.
It is. You have a 1 in 4 chance of answering. So, can I just say, like, so it's still 1 week from when we post this, but I am so pumped for 90s trivia. Like, I've already got shows that I want to write questions about that were so obscure, that were so awesome.
Yeah,
but
we're gonna do 90s trivia also at Casual Pint.
Ooh.
So,
nice.
I'm gonna steal some questions from you guys if it's done before then, and if it's not, I will give you guys questions to steal from me.
Go into one of the set list that we did for. Well, this is 90s cartoons. We did.
Yeah, so it's not going to be all 90s cartoons there. Okay. We also have that 90s one we did last year that they didn't do. So we should have enough.
Well, I also have a 90s one that we did on the stream 2-3 months ago. So there's a set list for that in there too. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll check it out. Awesome.
Those are brand new questions.
They'll make my life.
Yeah, no, I was going through like the obscure ones like Street Sharks and Mighty Ducks the cartoon, Gargoyles, SWAT Cats, Reboot. Like, oh my god, I want to write questions about all of them, but
we may have talked about this on the podcast before, but I need to bring it up because you said Mighty Ducks, and I recently, for the very first time, saw D3, the Mighty Ducks. The one where they go to
the USSR.
No,
prep school.
Prep school. And here's my thing. Okay, they come in. They bring in the entire team as the JV squad
that just won the Junior Olympics.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. They are world champions, and they're the JV team.
Right. It's the U18. Like Junior Olympics is U18. So they are like they were playing against possible seniors in high school at the Olympics, and somehow they are the JV team. Like, so why the fuck did the other team try out to be the Junior Olympics?
Junior Olympics?
Right.
Yeah. The varsity team. So is the varsity team just so superior that these players couldn't?
Well, so that's the thing. But if they're that good, then they should have been on the Junior Olympics team.
Right.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm watching. I've always wanted to watch that movie just because I love the Mighty Ducks, but I'd never just gotten to see it. And for whatever reason, it was on Disney Plus, and I'm like, I'm putting this shit on. And the whole time I'm like, they're JV? Like, at least make it that they're playing against a team in their league that's really good, right? Like, you don't get much higher stakes than the World Championship.
Also, playing Russia in the finals, like,
what was Iceland?
Iceland, like, you were playing one of the top countries that has birthed every hockey player ever. Come on,
it is more likely that team is drafted as an entire unit to the NHL than it is that team is brought in as the JV squad to a high school.
Oh no, that's when you hear like those the 18-year-olds who get drafted to the NHL immediately, like skipped college, they would have been drafted to like whoever the champion at the time was. Like, yeah, our first through 100th pick is that squad. Like, we give up our drafts for the next 10 years just for these kids.
And the way the Mighty Ducks are, they'd have some struggles in the beginning of the season, but they would win the Stanley Cup every year.
In the seventh game
in a shootout.
In a shootout, yeah.
Charlie Conway would triple deke his way.
Yeah.
And of course, Adam Banks would be injured.
Yep.
All right.
But then they end up playing the brand new team from the expansion team that has all the best players, who's probably dressed in black, like pure black. So the Vegas Knights.
Yeah, it's just the Vegas Knights. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll the year that the Caps went and played the Vegas Knights. That would have been the Mighty Ducks instead.
Yeah, it was Mighty Ducks. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Go on.
That is the excellent kind of philosophical discussion we have on this podcast.
That's how we talk offline.
Yeah, that is a glimpse into a owner's meeting.
Well, I feel like there's listeners that are like, yes, exactly this. You know, someone is going to be like, I've said this exact thing for years.
Well, right.
Which is a segue into our questions.
Yeah, I think Doug won last week again, right? So
yeah, I'm going to change it up because the winner has always chosen to either go first or go last. I'm going to go second.
Oh boy, I've gone second the last like 6 times.
I'm going to request that I go last.
All right, well, I guess I'm going first then.
All right.
So Brian's going first.
So these questions are already somewhat out of date. But 3 days ago, do you guys know what 3 days ago was?
Monday.
Pi Day.
Oh yeah.
That was 2 days ago. Sorry. So yeah, Pi Day.
It was Pi Day. So these questions are all about what's a Pi Day quiz. Every answer is going to end in PI.
Oh, God.
Okay.
All right. Number 1. An aquatic creature also known as a Norway lobster. Also, the name of a dish commonly made with shrimp.
Dish commonly made with shrimp.
Is that a Norway? What type of lobster?
Norway lobster.
Norway
lobster.
So is this a Norwegian dish?
So wait, is the nickname? Is it a nickname or a scientific name?
No, it's the name of the dish.
Well, yeah. The answer is not like the Latin name, and it may be in the Latin name. I don't know, but it's not like Norwegian, just lobsterish, you know.
So Italian. Did you say Italian dish?
No, it's just a name of a dish commonly made with shrimp.
No, okay, Norway and Italy. Oh,
Guppy, poopy, guppy.
Parmesan, but with a pi at the end. Shrimp parmesan.
Parmesan-py.
Scampi.
Ooh. Yeah,
scampi.
Shrimp scampi. All right, I'm going to go with scampi. Yeah.
Scampi.
All right. I feel like I gave that answer away when I first pronounced Doug's work. All right. A place name that is often said after numbers when you're counting seconds.
Mississippi.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll steal that one.
A partially striped giraffe-like creature native to the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Ooh.
Giraffe-like creature?
Yeah.
Striped giraffe-like creature.
My first thought was impala because I thought you were gonna like gazelle, but I'm like, oh no, giraffe-like is not an impala. It had a P in there, okay?
That's an I too, just not in that order.
Yeah. Impala P.
Impala P. Oh.
That does sound like it could be an animal.
Sounds like a Pokemon. Yeah. Impala P.
Yeah. Impala P, go.
Pokemon too.
So I was watching. There's a show I watch on a Dropout, which is College Humor previously, called Actually, and I'm pretty sure I talked about this before. They read a statement with one small fact wrong in it, and to correct them, it's actually.
Oh yeah.
And they're talking about like you can tell when the guys who make Pokemon have like a long night, like it's crunch time, and they're like, I don't fucking know. Soft serve ice cream, make it a Pokemon. Its evolved form is 2 scoops. I don't know.
Candy
trash bin. I don't know.
It's mini fridge, then it's refrigerator.
Yeah.
You guys got answers?
Giraffe-like, striped giraffe-like.
I got nothing.
Magpie.
A bird. I don't even. Something. Bull pea.
Gazelle.
These questions definitely get harder as it goes through the round.
I feel like this is something like we have never heard before.
Yeah.
Well, no, I've heard of number 3, but I think there's a specific reason why I've heard of number 3. All right, so number 4. The Native American tribe of Arizona, for whom Kachina is an important concept of their religion.
Oh. Is that like Coachella?
Kachinas. K-A China.
A China?
Mm-hmm.
Like Yuspie. I feel something SB. That's the only thing I've got.
SB, like the award that ESPN gives out?
Something like that. But with PI, not PY.
Yeah.
Wait. Yopi? Okay. Starts with a Y and has a P at the end.
That sounds like a lot better guess than mine.
I will tell you it has a PI at the end.
Okay, sweet.
All right.
Oh, no. Hopi.
Hopi.
The Hopi Indian.
Okay. And the last one. First name of a children's book character introduced in 1945, whose last name in her native language is Longstrump.
Pippi.
Pippi Longstocking.
Pippi.
Okay. Well, are we ready for the answers then?
Let's do it.
The aquatic creature, also known as a Norway lobster, is a scampi.
All right.
Yeah.
The place name, often said after numbers when counting in seconds, is Mississippi.
Good answer.
So kids cheat.
A partially striped giraffe-like creature native to the Democratic Republic of Congo. The only reason I know this is because in Disney World, in the Animal Kingdom, they have a safari ride. And it's like an African safari, basically. And they have all these animals there. Every time I see this thing, I'm like, oh, that's a zebra. And then as soon as it goes through my brain, the tour guide goes, everybody else thinks that's probably a zebra, but it's not. It's actually from the giraffe family. It's called an okapi. Okapi.
Interesting.
Brian, just so you know, there's one of the things I watch in the morning. On Disney Plus. It's on Disney Plus. I forgot what it's called. Something mornings, and all it is like a half hour of various sites in the park of the sun rising. It's just like there's one it shows on the tree, the whatever the tree is in Animal Kingdom.
The Tree of Life, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just a camera, still camera, and it's dark. It's about half hour, 45 minutes, and it's just the sun rising.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's like a very zen, And they also have another one, which is I forget the name of it. It's called like Zen, and it's they take various scenes from the movies, like I don't know, Little Mermaid, some water scene, but they take out all the special effects, all the sound effects, except the water. So you have all these Disney movies, and it's just the very zen-like water or the waves or the wind.
I'm gonna have to check that out because one thing I like, honestly, I'm a fan of Disney, but I'm more of a fan of the parks.
Mm-hmm.
That's what really I enjoy about it. And so anytime I could see the parks, I'm happy. At my sister's house, we stayed there for Christmas, and she had this those Yule log things you could put up on the TV, on Netflix. She had one on Disney Plus, and it was just a fireplace, but it caught me off guard because maybe every 10 minutes, Olaf would run across the screen. Like, what?
Well, my wife would watch when she was pregnant. Well, she started watching because when they went to Disney a few years ago, they started watching all these YouTube videos. And Tim Tracker, I don't know if you heard of him.
I've heard the name, yeah.
He lives there, and he's like all his videos are just him visiting the park, like every day. Like, let's see what food they have, and like every day change. He talks about it, but she watched it obsessively when the girl, his wife, was pregnant. So she was just kind of like watching it to see that experience. Anyways, sidebar.
Oh yeah. Okay. I watched one of his videos the other day where he just literally just walked from Epcot to Hollywood Studios. That's all it was.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was so interested in the video.
There you
go. And anyway, the Native American tribe of Arizona is the Hopi Indians.
Yeah.
And you guys were both correct. Pippi Longstocking.
Oh. Doug 4, Austin 3.
Yep. I didn't want to steal his Hopi answer.
I had never heard of them, so.
It was honestly when I went to, so you know how in Virginia schools they learn about like the Civil War and shit like that as their like history. We learned about like Native American heritage when I lived in Colorado in elementary school. And that was, they went through like the different stuff. There's a really cool
frankly, it's probably better to learn than the Civil War stuff.
Yeah. We also got to learn about the Dahmer Party when I was in 4th grade. So
maybe a little young for that.
Yeah, that's looking back, I'm like, that's really messed up.
Of course, I guess where you were, it's just a nice lesson. Don't go walking around in the mountains.
Don't go up Pikes Peak without, food and water or whatever. Which it's funny because the guy who named Pikes Peak was Zebulon Pike, and he didn't even hike the damn thing. Like, he just saw it and he was like, then he was like, that's Pikes Peak. All right, moving on, and like didn't even go up it.
Dude, people back in the day are so lucky that they got to name shit after themselves. That's all they had to do.
And a name like Zebulon Pike, like, come on.
Right?
He was an American explorer and a brigadier general, and decided that between the names Zebulon and Pike is the way he went. Like, whatever.
All right, big guy. What are your questions? What do you got?
My questions are on the MCU's income.
Crap.
So I just saw a spreadsheet earlier today of essentially how much the MCU movies are worth, like how much they have brought Marvel in. Well, and
billions,
Disney now, and Fox and Sony and pretty much everyone. When the MCU does well, everybody does well. So
DC.
Except for DC. I watched the new Justice League trailer and I was like, meh, looks okay. Like, I didn't get that tingly feeling like I get when I watch like Avengers trailers where like, yeah, it's gonna be the best thing ever.
Yeah, I don't know what, because the movie, I don't know. I always find the movies are good. I don't know what they're missing. I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah. Well, aside from like, I don't know, drama, a real sense of like danger. You've got Superman. You've got Superman on your team.
That's true.
Sure, you've got the Hulk, but like at least the movies have showed the Hulk has been injured before. Thor has been captured before. Yeah. Like these heroes have been overpowered, so there's like a sense of like, oh shit, like stuff might happen. You've got Superman, who's like the literal embodiment of Deus Ex Machina. Just
that's true.
Oh hey, oh man, there's this horrible problem that has come up. Hey guys, I have this one it's like the the friggin' Batman's belt with shark repellent in it. Guys, don't worry, I have the exact thing to fix this. Also, character development and better actors in general, but you know, they can't get RDJ, so
that's true.
That's no photoshopped, brushed out mustaches.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was, yeah. Oops. Poor Henry Cavill. Anyway, all right. So here we go. Number one. So the hint is in the beginning. The MCU has made over $15 billion to date on its 22 different films. Films, not shows and stuff. So not including WandaVision and other shit they put out. Within $2 billion, how much has the MCU grossed to date?
You said it made 15 billion.
Over 15 billion. I'm giving you a floor. It's over 15 billion, but how much have they grossed to date? I didn't want to just be like, how much have they made? Go for it, because that feels like it's kind of a. So to the nearest billion, within 2 billion either way.
Well, you said the hint is in the beginning, so I'm going to go 17 billion. No. 22 billion.
18 bill.
All right. Number two. So with WandaVision just finishing and Falcon and Winter Soldier starting Friday,
yeah.
We are officially have entered the fourth phase of the MCU. Of the other three phases, which has made the most money so far?
3
totals.
Yeah, phase 3. Total so far?
Yeah. So to date, as of when I looked up the numbers today, which phase, all their movies combined in that phase, which has made the most money total?
I'm still saying 3. I realize 1 has been out longer, and therefore it's given more time. But I still think 3.
I'm thinking.
Only because every movie of phase 3 was massive.
True.
Yeah, because it had Endgame, but I feel like phase
Infinity War was huge.
Phase 1, because they had to have all the movies first before they could start Avengers. So there were more movies to bring in money, is my thinking.
Can this be within one phase, and then I'll just answer phase 2? We'll call it a day.
Not within one phase.
Now it's total, not like which phase had the best.
Oh, total. So like, obviously every phase had like their highest grossing movie, because each one has like.
No, I'm sorry, cumulative, like, or is it
cumulative,
just?
Yeah. So if there's 10 movies, how much did all 10 cumulatively make in that phase?
I'll say phase 3, but I'm gonna be pissed if it's phase 1.
Okay. Next question. The difference in global revenue between the MCU and the next highest grossing series is more than $11 billion. What is the next highest grossing film series?
Star Wars.
I was going to say Harry Potter.
Okay, so, but I am saying film series, though. So, like, if you say Star Wars, it excludes, like, what Clone Wars made off of whatever their deal was,
Star Wars.
or, okay.
I'm going to say Harry Potter.
Okay.
Be Lord of the Rings, too.
Could be. I'm sticking with Harry Potter.
Yeah. I'm gonna still say Star Wars. Of course, I think I'm wrong because I don't think Doug would have said anything to.
Well, I think it's just clarifying. You just mean the Star Wars universe,
right? I'm just talking about like.
Yeah.
That's why I said like in Phase 3 only the movies, so like not counting WandaVision and stuff like that. Yeah. Same thing applies to other like. If Austin had said Harry Potter and there was like an animated series, like no, not the animated series included.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm still going to Star Wars, but.
All right, number 4. Which made more money? The answer to the second question about which phase made more money, or the answer to the previous question?
Oh, damn. Well, Doug, I don't know because I don't know if I'm right.
I'm going to go with the phase.
You said the next highest is 11 billion less than all of MCU?
Right. So the highest phase would have had to make at least $11.1 billion if it were the higher revenue intake.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the phase.
I'm going with Star Wars or whatever that answer is.
Okay.
Because if I think it made 18 billion, that means the next highest only made 7 billion. Which is possible. But then the phase would have had to like phase 3 would also have had to have been 18. Yeah, I'm going with Star Wars.
But you're also putting up 7 to 10 movies versus 9 movies. Or sorry, 10 movies. 11 movies.
If I'm counting Star Wars?
Because Star Wars has
9
I'm saying if you're counting Star Wars, is like you're saying your answer was Star Wars. It's Star Wars, Rogue One, and Han Solo versus the least movies in one phase is 6, and the most movies in one phase is 10.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Star Wars. However, my answer to this particular question is whatever the correct answer is to number 3. That.
So you're saying the correct answer number 3 made more than whatever phase made the most money.
Yeah. Okay. Now that everyone is sufficiently confused, we can move on to the next one.
Sorry, yeah. I realize speaking in hypotheticals kind of sounds like I'm giving answers away, but I'm really trying not to.
I like these questions, though.
Yeah.
I do like these.
You're going to hate me for this last one.
Okay.
And I will give you a hint after I read it, too. Give me the top 3 highest grossing non-Avengers MCU films in the series. That includes Avengers, Age of Ultron, Infinity Wars, and Endgame. So, give me the top 3 highest grossing MCU films that do not have the word Avenger in them.
Okay, it doesn't have to be in order, right?
Correct. Just top 3.
Civil War.
Okay.
Well, I'm waiting to see what he says.
Oh, see, okay. So Civil War.
I'll say Civil War is one I'm going to pick.
I want to say one of the Guardians, but I don't know. Black Panther.
Let me give mine. Mine was going to be Civil War, Black Panther, and the first Spider-Man. Homecoming.
Okay, Civil War, Black Panther, and I like Austin's answer, but I think
I forgot to give my hint. Sorry. Because you guys are going to change your answers after I say this. I will tell you 2 of the movies are in phase 3, and 1 of the movies is in phase 2.
I don't know what's in what phase.
All right, I will give you that one as well, because or I will tell you the movie that started the phase.
I'm going to stick with mine because I think
phase 1 started with Iron Man.
Yep.
So Iron Man started phase 1. Phase 2 was started with Iron Man 3 or Thor Dark World, depending on which one you think came out first. Or sorry, phase 2 started with Iron Man 3 or Thor Dark World, which was Thor 2. And phase 3 started with Captain America Civil War.
Yeah, so Civil War and Black Panther, they're the 2 phase 3 ones.
Oh, you said 2 phase 3 and 1 phase 2?
Yep.
Oh.
And
okay, yeah, Civil War, Black Panther. Oh.
I'm going to go with Iron Man 3.
You guys are going to have to remind me the answers when we go back through, because I forgot to keep track as I was going.
Yeah, I'll remind you.
I'm going to go Guardians. So Guardians, Civil War, and Black Panther.
Okay, so Guardians, Civil War, Black Panther.
Yeah, I'll remember.
And Brian said Civil War, Black Panther, Iron Man 3. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not going to give the answer just yet, but before we cut to commercial, I just want to say, never mind, let's get to commercial. We'll be back right after this commercial break from our sponsor.
Can we just cut to commercial with you saying, never mind, let's just cut to commercial?
Yeah, we can do that. Okay. I need to hit the head real quick. I'll pause. Right. I'll pause it and we'll come back.
I'm going to do the same.
I'm going to sit here.
Entertain the crowd because I'm still recording.
Oh, okay. How's everybody doing? You guys good? No one watches this. If you watch this, text me. Tell me you watch this. Because I'm sure you know my phone number. Or look me up on Facebook. I'm going to look this shit up right now. Oh, no views. 1 view. 8 views. 4 views. Yep. Yeah, nobody watches this. I don't know who I'm entertaining.
So I've been doing really well about like keeping my goal of only drinking during this and trivia night.
Mm-hmm.
So of course you have to replace one addiction with another. You want to see what I've been spending my money on?
Yeah. Oh, those Funko Pop things.
Yep. I've got I've got a problem. Wow. And there are more coming. Although the one I'm most excited about is the dude on the cover of Hybrid Theory, the soldier holding the flag.
Oh yeah.
And it's in the same colors and everything. It looks really cool. But after I've already bought 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, plus my collection of about 30, yeah. But
I used to work at a beer distributor, and we had this guy that worked at the Wendy's across the street would come in every day and spend like $200 on scratch-off lottery tickets.
Wow.
And one day we finally said, what the fuck? and he was like, well, I used to be addicted to heroin, so now I just spend my money on this. I'm like, oh well, okay.
So you still had an addiction problem.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess it's a little less deadly,
it's still
but
definitely better.
I mean, I guess I think back to what's the movie? Dave Chappelle, Bob Saget. I suck dick for coke. But I feel like that is a little less, to
not as bad.
Yeah.
Plus, hey, maybe one day he wins a shit ton of money
to buy more lottery tickets.
To buy more lottery tickets.
All right.
Addiction's bad, people.
Ready? Okay. Yep. Oh, we haven't even started recording, so
okay.
Here we go. And we're back. Before I go into the answers, can I just geek out for a second about some like MCU shit that's coming up that
go for it.
Like aside from there's like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse, which if I'm being honest is the only thing I'm excited about Phase 4. Although and the Spider-Man movie, I guess. But like we've got Thor: Love and Thunder coming up, Eternals coming up, Ironheart, who is the replacement for Iron Man, coming up in Phase 5. Like I don't give a shit about 2021. I want 2022, 2023 to come on because those are the big like Avengers movies I'm really looking forward to. And also this like we're gonna make series bullshit. It needs to stop. I don't care.
I kind of enjoy it, the series, because it's like
I do. I fully enjoy the shows. Like WandaVision was fantastic. I'm sure Falcon and Winter Soldier are going to be great too. But the movies are where like my blood gets flowing.
No, I understand, and I see it as kind of like how the movies were fillers in between the Avenger movies. Like that's why the TV shows. The TV shows I feel like are fillers in between the movies.
Yeah.
So Anthony Mackie was saying there's like the tertiary characters, the ones who. So like primary and secondary, primary the ones who drive the story, secondary the ones who like give them that boost, tertiary the ones who like provide the vehicle to or provide like the extra stuff there to make it more emotional, like with relationships and stuff like that. And all these shows are to like boost up those tertiary characters. Which makes sense because like Wanda we see all of twice, and I didn't give a crap about their relationship with Vision at all until I watched the show and I was like, oh, that's actually like cute. So like yeah, the shows definitely give the filler in, I think that's awesome. Mm-hmm. But I want the comics brought to the silver screen, and that's like the thing that I'm so waiting for.
All right.
But anyway, answers. Number one, the MCU has made over $15 billion with to date on its. I was wrong. It's 23 different films, not 22. But it has made to date $22.56 billion.
Look at Austin, right on the money. All right, buddy.
Yeah. Number two, with WandaVision finishing, Falcon Winter Soldier right around the corner. We have officially entered fourth phase. Of the other three phases, which one has made the most money so far? Phase 3 did, which I believe you both guessed.
Yeah.
Correct.
Number 3, difference in global revenue between the MCU and the next highest grossing series is $11 billion. The next highest grossing film series is Star Wars. There's a reason I put that question in, because I saw that and I was like, oh, I gotta throw Star Wars in here. So between Phase 3 and Star Wars, who grossed more? Phase 3 made more than $1 billion more than the entire Star Wars franchise.
I was right.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
That's 6 right now. I'm counting right.
Yes, 6.
Oh, okay, 6. Okay.
Wait, you got that last one right?
What was last? Yeah, because I said Phase.
Phase. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to use it. I'm not going to use it as a tiebreaker. But before I give you number 5, which one of the questions that I was kind of thinking is which made more money, Phases 1 and 2 or Phase 3? And Phase 3 made more money than Phase 1 and 2 combined. Almost exclusive, exclusively because of Endgame and Infinity War.
When we started talking about the phases, I'm like, there's Black Panther, Endgame, Infinity War, even like Ant-Man and shit.
Yeah.
Just there's no way.
Well, I think by that time, everyone had figured out I need to be watching these movies. So,
Yep.
So Brian, you got that question right as well, correct? Number 4. The phase over.
No, he picked Star Wars.
I picked Star Wars.
Okay. So that's 3 for you. And number 5, the top 3 grossing movies are Black Panther brought in $1.3 billion. Iron Man 3 brought in $1.2 billion. And Captain America Civil War brought in $1.15 billion. So, scores so far, Austin 6, Brian 4, Doug 4. We are coming down to the wire here.
It's the highest scoring game ever we've had. All right.
I don't know. Last week was pretty high. I think it was like, 7, 6, and 7 or something like that before the tiebreaker?
All right. I don't know how well you guys will do on this one.
I don't like you starting with that.
So, since
with you in the lead.
next week... Well, I hoping it was one of these things because there's actually a couple Disney questions in here, but I know Brian isn't big on Disney like films and cartoons.
Nope.
Which is why I put them in.
I think I know enough, but
I think I was going on the fact that you and Doug are kind of equal on that. Doug's pretty familiar with movies and all that other stuff. But mine is on cartoons. Since next week is our 90s cartoons week, I decided to do some cartoons. So that's my category. But 3 of them ended up being about something Disney-ish.
Tailspin.
Damn it!
Scrooge McDuck.
All right.
Every day
so question 1. What is the origin of the word cartoon? Like, how did it, what is not etymology? Etymology?
Ideology.
Ideology.
Ideology. Well, didn't they start as like... Didn't they used to start as like openings to movies though? Like they were the...
Well, the word itself, not the, like how the history of the cartoon, but the word itself, cartoon. Like what did it evolve from?
Like, are we talking like roots? Like,
I think it's from a German word.
I'll give you a clue. It is European.
But that's as far as I'm getting. That's a tough question.
Or the original meaning of where it came from.
A moving picture that was drawn.
I'm gonna go with... I mean, we're gonna go like... I'm gonna say a drawing on paper or papyrus or whatever the fuck they used back in the
okay
1890s or whatever.
Okay.
If we're saying European, I'm gonna say it's like English is its origin, or
I could see that too.
Greece. I don't know,
or some shit.
It's probably from like card or like carton or some bullshit like that.
Okay. 2. What was the first fully animated series to air on PBS?
Series.
Fully animated on PBS?
Yeah.
PBS.
Is that Bald Fuck Caillou?
No. Caillou. Wait, first full length.
Fully
like
animated series. Yeah. Not like shorts.
Oh.
Not like shorts, but like had its own half-hour time slot.
Arthur.
Okay.
I'm gonna go... I'm thinking like Hanna-Barbera, like Flintstones or Jetsons, or I'm gonna go with the Flintstones.
Okay.
is older than Jetsons, so that would be the guess there if you're going with Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
Wait, Jetsons is older than the Flintstones?
No, Flintstones is older than Jetsons.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, Flintstones. I'm going with Flintstones.
Okay.
But
like Hanna-Barbera is the oldest I know, though, so like that's all I had to base it off of.
Yeah, Arthur's a newer cartoon. I don't think that's it, but
Arthur was like early 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, but
So I have Flintstones and Arthur. All right. Peter Cullen, question 3. Peter Cullen, best known as the voice of Optimus Prime, took over as the primary voice of this classic Disney character in the mid-90s.
It's this is always on those graphics about like people you know that have played other roles. like Uncle Phil was the voice of Shredder.
Yeah.
You know, Steve Urkel was the voice of Sonic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stefan Urkel.
Yep. Like when I think about it, it's like like Sonic's nasally voice. Like even thinking to like Sonic X, showing how much I watch cartoons. Like that nasally voice, I could definitely see as like a Steve Urkel thing. I'm sorry. The question again was the voice of Optimus Prime also did what?
He took over as the primary voice of this classic Disney character in the mid-90s.
Oh! It's
Mickey.
No, it's
Eeyore.
Yes, Eeyore. It's Eeyore.
Okay. Both you going with Eeyore?
Yes. I know it was a Winnie the Pooh character.
All right.
Oh shit! Hold on. No, I'm gonna go with Eeyore. I'm not gonna second guess myself.
Winnie the Pooh. Doug seems very certain.
No, because now that I know it was in the Winnie the Pooh universe, because I remember like thinking.
Yeah, I thought Pooh, and then I remember hearing Optimus Prime's voice, and then it like Eeyore hit me, and that's why I said it.
I more or less latched onto you because I know it was I know it's Winnie the Pooh's world.
I'll stick with Eeyore.
I remember seeing the graphic of like super violent, a mechanical savior, plushy children,
depressed donkey.
I don't know if it was Eeyore though. That's the.
I'm gonna stick with Eeyore, but
I'll go with Eeyore too. I don't know though. Like that's eating me up. I'm gonna go with Eeyore. Screw it.
Okay.
Okay. Oh bother.
In Disney's.
Also, can we just say though that like Eeyore had the best friends ever. Like Eeyore was going through like a major depression, and his friends still like made the effort to like invite him along.
Yes.
Like, hey, we know that you're sad and upset and like always a downer, but come play with us anyway.
In Disney's Jungle Book, there are 4 vultures. They originally to be voiced by who, but they refused.
The Beatles.
Yeah, that's right. It's the Beatles.
Okay.
It's right.
Finally,
it's off the Beatles.
It's the Beatles.
Last question. What is the name of Huey, Dewey, and Louie's mother?
I just watched this episode. Oh, God. Oh, and she went up into space and fucking...
Magica?
And Scrooge tried to go after...
Magica? It's not Daisy.
No, it's not Daisy.
Yeah, I'm going with Magica. There's that Magica Dispel character, and I, for whatever reason, want to say it's her, but I'm probably wrong. But
it's crap. I just saw this episode the other day too. It's in the new one that has fucking David Tennant in it. It's
It was originally in a. I'll give you. I don't know as much of a hint, but it was mentioned in one of the very classic original comics, and the new DuckTales revival brought her back.
That's not going to help me.
Hold on. It's Donald Daisy. It starts with a D. It's Donald Daisy. No. Della.
Okay. The final answer?
Yeah, Della Duck.
Okay.
Dad.
Oh no, or is that
Dad?
No, because Donald and Daisy are married or together or whatever. Yeah, it's Della, who's the daughter of Scrooge, and Scrooge lost almost his entire fortune going after her in space.
If Della is the daughter of Scrooge, isn't Huey, Dewey, and Louie?
Yeah, their nephew.
No, they're the nephews of Donald. They're the grandsons of Scrooge.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's Uncle Scrooge. Is Donald call him Uncle Scrooge? Yeah, Donald. Yeah, Donald Scrooge
calls him Uncle Scrooge.
Yeah.
Oh, he does. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Which I think, actually, when I think about it, like in the movie, the DuckTales movie, they all refer to him as Uncle Scrooge as well.
Yeah.
But he is the grandfather. I know that much.
Okay. Well, that would mean the mother is the sister of Donald.
Right. So Della is Donald's sister.
That would mean Uncle Scrooge is actually Donald's father.
Right. Oh, damn. Or was she some like secondary female character now? Damn it. I thought I was on. I'm gonna stick with Della just because I don't.
Okay.
Fuck it. I don't know.
Right.
But now I'm no.
All right, Brian, I might need your help on this one here because I don't know if I want to give it to Doug or not. The origin of the word cartoon. Actually, yeah, I'll give it to him. He was close. It comes from an Italian word meaning strong, heavy paper.
Are you kidding me?
The word being cartone, CARTONE, was the Italian word.
Nah, I'm not saying that. I was saying English like carton milk.
Okay.
Or whatever. It's like whatever the paper is that they drew on.
The word, it was originally where just heavy paper was the word.
I would give you the point too.
I'm not. No, because I was going for a drawing, not the paper part.
All right.
Nah, I'm not taking it.
The first fully animated series to air on PBS was in the 90s. It was actually Magic School Bus.
Oh, damn it.
Really?
Arthur being the second.
Oh, bullshit.
Oh, wait, were we saying like exclusively PBS?
Yeah, exclusively PBS.
Oh.
Because they never showed Flintstones. That wasn't educational.
I thought you were saying like the first animated series was on PBS.
Oh, no. Okay, because that was not educational.
Yeah.
And that's where I learned all about dinosaurs.
All right. Okay. Peter Cullen did do the voice of Eeyore.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
He took that over in 94, I think it was. And Disney's Jungle of the Four Vultures were the Beatles. They're originally modeled after the Beatles. The Beatles were fused. I think one character, even though they still have all mop tops, I think one character is like very Beatles-like. I was hoping that was. I had never seen it, so I was hoping it would be. I saw the clip. I went to YouTube and I looked up a clip just to see how close to the Beatles they were. And
it's pretty damn close.
I guess the clip I saw, I didn't think so. So
no,
either I'm more critical of the Beatles.
The way they talk to him before they start singing is very like British.
Yeah.
What's the word?
Cockney.
Liverpoolian. Like the Cockney British.
And apparently it was supposed to be a Beatles song or a Beatles style song. But since they refused, they went back and changed it to I think it's like a barbershop quartet thing they do.
Yeah.
Lastly, the name of Huey, Dewey, and Louie's mother is actually Della. Oh.
Before you say anything, we are tied at 6, all of us.
Yeah, well, no,
wait.
Doug won.
I had a...
You don't need it. Doug won. You said Della. He said Della.
Yeah, Della.
Oh, I thought you said Bella. Damn it.
Della. It is Della.
Della.
Della's
right.
duck.
Yes.
You
can't
Magica,
throw me off with your friggin' family tree bullshit.
Magica was actually, if I read it correctly, it was actually their grandmother.
Oh.
Wait, so Scrooge's wife?
Hold on a minute.
No, apparently, I guess it's a different. Apparently, a different thing. Yeah, I guess maybe maternal, paternal.
Duck family tree.
Hold on, I put in the McDuck family tree.
Oh, the McDuck. That's a good one.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie are the sons of somebody and Della. Della is the sister of Donald.
They never mention the father's name.
Oh, Scrooge is Donald's uncle-in-law. Because Hortense McDuck and Quackmore McDuck are the father of Della and Donald. Scrooge is Hortense's brother. Oh, they go back all the way back to like the clan McDuck. Sir Swamphole, Sir Eider McDuck, Sir Quackley McDuck, Malcolm Mady McDuck.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie get Della.
The one I read was...
so Donald and Della are sisters.
Yes.
And Scrooge and Hortense is Della's parents.
No. Hortense and
and Quackmore, excuse me, are Della and Donald's parents. Sorry.
Right. So Scrooge is Della's uncle by blood, but Donald's uncle by marriage. Oh. But it doesn't show who the fuck Donald's parents are. So is this
because Della and Donald Duck are brother and sister.
Correct.
So Hortense and Quackmore Duck are their parents.
Oh.
Hold on. No. I'm throwing this in. There's a picture. I'm throwing this picture in general chat.
I'm looking at it too. Hold on.
Family tree. It's in general. So the people who are in our Discord are gonna be like, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
Or you can share it on the screen. You can share it on the screen. Because I'm recording it.
Jumped up to general chat.
Yeah, that's the same one I'm looking at.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Does it show the occasional fourth nephew? Huey, Dewey, Louie, and there's Huey, Dewey, Louie, and there was a fourth nephew that would occasionally appear.
So I just went live. So
look at
there, and then can I?
Hold on, watch.
Oh, jeez, wow.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, zoom in on Donald. Okay, see next to Donald, there's Della. That means they're brother and sister. The two below them are the parents. The tree's going upside down.
Right. So Huey, Dewey, and Louie. So Della is. Oh yeah. So wait, where's Donald never married Daisy then?
No, I don't think they got married.
Why is
Cuthbert Coot?
When the fuck did a goose become part of the family? Like,
is what's his name? Because that looks almost like what's the face from DuckTales? What's his name? Gizmo? Right. No, not Gizmo.
Oh, Daisy's a friend of the family.
Yeah.
There's Gyro. Yeah. So June,
Gyro,
May, April are I assume the daughters of Daisy. And Gyro's the friend. Where's friend of the family? Launchpad.
Launchpad McQuack.
Launchpad McQuack.
Hilda.
McQuack. Yeah. So So
yeah,
Scrooge
McQuack
is Donald and Della's mom's brother.
So their parents are what's his name? Quackmore
and Hortense.
Okay, so Quackmore. Holy crap! They had a lot of siblings. Quackmore is related to Gustav. Daphne.
Gustav and Daphne are married. They're not the same.
Yeah.
No. I think Quackmore Duck And Daphne Duck are brother and sister.
So Quackmore, Daphne, and Eider are related. Lulubelle and Gustav are married. Or sorry, Daphne and Gustav, and then Lulubelle and Eider are married.
Yep.
But like, look at this. It goes all the way down to like
the stuffed McDuck. These are great names. QC Foam McDuck.
Wait, who the hell's Bosun Fintail Duck? Like
Dirty Dingus McDuck.
No one liked this dude. Like this pirate.
What happened to him?
No. They apparently didn't have any offspring, or had so many offspring. They were like, nah, not a thing. So you've got what? 2 knights, a friar. It looks like a Scottish dude.
I'm putting this link in the. I'm gonna put the link in the podcast's description so people can see what the hell we're talking about.
Oh my god, that's
great.
That is the things that we get up to. But I believe at this point I get to say, Maestro, play my music.
Woo woo. Should be the DuckTales theme.
I wish we weren't.
Can you do like something from the do the moon music from the video game, from the DuckTales video game? I love that music.
Oh, there you go. Goofy's last name is Goof. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Goofy Goof.
I'm a Goofy Gooba.
It was one of those things. I was an adult when I learned that Pete was actually a cat. I never knew he was a cat.
Yeah, he's a cat. He's the bad guy.
Never knew.
Because he chases after Mickey, who's a mouse.
That makes sense. A lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so why do Pete and Goofy hang out all the time?
Well, Goofy's a dog.
And Pete's a cat.
But they kind of also hate each other, but they're kind of like frenemies, you know?
Yeah. But because Goofy's an idiot.
Yeah.
I mean, Pete's also kind of an asshole all the time, and like shows off and look at all the shit I've got and you suck. And
there was one episode of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse where Pete was all bent out of shape and upset because no one was coming to his Halloween party. And so Mickey gathered everybody up, was real nice, and got them all to go there. And they get there, and then Pete wouldn't let them in until they paid.
Wow. Way to be a dick.
Part of me is like laughing at the fact that you know these episodes.
Yeah, man.
But at the same time, I was like, well, I remember watching this episode with my first son, Anthony.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, man, but now I'm going to have to watch all these again in a couple of years.
Watch them again, buddy.
Oh, man.
But now they're all in CGI and there's different stories. And it's all about friendship and sharing. And
well, it makes me think Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, that's been going on for my son's 12 now. He watched it when he was a baby. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been on for a hot minute.
Wait, since 2012?
He is 12.
He is 12 now.
McKenna watched him, and she's 8 now.
Yeah, my son is 12, so he was born in 2008.
Yeah.
So that was pretty new then. So it must have come out like 2009, 2010. Is probably when they came out.
I graduated high school in 2008. I feel so old now.
So
I'm next year.
All right. Well, anyway, thank you all for listening. We hope you join us in a little bit for our Thursday night trivia. If you are listening, we are also going to be having a 90s cartoon trivia on March the 25th. It's free to play, and we hope you guys remember all your 90s stuff. Whether you were a parent of a 90s baby or you were a 90s baby, 80s baby who remembers watching all those really awkward Saturday morning cartoons that, looking back, might not have been the greatest thing to watch, such as Animaniacs and whatnot. But
also next week's podcast, which once I get the beers to you guys, we'll be enjoying our beer of the month on our podcast. So we'll have one beer for the podcast and one beer for the live stream next week. So I haven't quite figured out what we're going to do for the podcast yet, but I'll pick something. So
I'll figure something
out. Good.
That'll be all right. Well, again, thank you all for joining us. We had DrinkNThink Trivia. We will be back next week as per usual. Please join us on Thursdays at 7 o'clock on twitch.tv/DrinkNThink Trivia to join us every evening or every
Tuesday nights at Casual Pint in Falls Church, Virginia.
Yeah.
Great.
So All right. Well, we will catch you all later. Have a great time, day, evening, morning, whenever you are listening.
Thank you all, and good night.
Good night. Goodbye. And we're out.
And I'm stopping recording. Bye-bye, recording.